Let me in, or else.
Okay, I'll leave.
What were you doing in my house anyway?
It's just a stupid dare, I didn't mean it.
What was the dare?
To break into your house and trash it.
And you actually did it? Get out! You better run or I'll shoot. You're lucky I miss. And I never miss.
Bob and Lola and Lola's mom were walking on the beach at sunset. Lola and Bob decided to go for a quick paddleboard. It was a beautiful warm day, so they put on their life jackets but left their wetsuits behind. They got into the water and were chatting and enjoying themselves. Lola's mom looked up and noticed they were far out. She became nervous and started to shout at them to come back. Lola and Bob could not hear her. They kept chatting and realised that when they looked out back to shore, they were far out. They tried to paddleboard back in, but the wind was strong and they could not. Lola's mum realised they were going out further and rang 999. It was getting dark now. Lola's mum was panicking. The Coast Guard launched the boat and could not find the pair. They called for assistance and a helicopter also joined the search. Meanwhile, the pair were trying to figure out what to do. They looked for something to grab hold of. They spotted a lobster pot and they tied their paddleboard to this and to each other so they would not separate. The wind and the rain picked up and giant waves were splashing over them. They were freezing and huddled together for comfort and warmth. They could hear the helicopter and see the lights of the search boat. They knew people were looking for them, but they didn't see them. The pair fell asleep, and in the morning they saw a boat in the distance. The waves of paddles in the air, and the fisherman in the sun came and saved them. They were reunited with their families and taken to hospital where they both recovered. The end.
I'm here, but no sign of him.
I didn't think he'd show up. Try the woods. He could be running away.
I'm on my way. You should watch out. Have you got a visual on him?
Oh my God, I see him, Claudia. I've got him. Give me a second.
Brilliant, Victoria. You're getting nominated to Top Spy.
Got you, kitty marmalade.
Victoria, bring him here right now. Come to Mommy, kitty marmalade.
Lance and Alistair were twins, who were raised by wolves when their parents ditched them when they were born, but they still don't know why to this day. When they were 21, the wolves revealed their true colors and turned out to be mean. They resorted to crime and robbing banks every week. It was terrible. After 2 months straight of crime, the police caught them one night and they went to jail. The jail they went to was a high-security jail in the east of Austria. The jail had very bad hygiene, though. Only after a week, Lance got a virus. And sure enough, eventually he had passed it on to Alistair. They were both very worried and didn't know what to do. The next morning, Alistair woke up before Lance, and he had a tingling sensation in his body. He looked down at Lance, and he was glowing bright blue. Immediately, Alistair tried to wake him up, but Lance was in a deep sleep. Alistair reached out an arm to shake him, but when he did so, he realized his arm was glowing bright blue too, and so was the rest of his body. Alistair screamed, and that woke Lance up. Then, Lance shot ice out of his eyes and froze the wall. They were both in utter shock, and then, a moment of silence. After that, they realized they had superpowers. They concluded that the virus gave them these superpowers because what else could it be? Magic? They pondered what they would do with these superpowers, and then they thought they should probably break out of prison and then use it for good, because if they used it for bad, they'd already done some bad enough stuff. So they've changed their ways, but I guess breaking out of jail is going to be the hard part. Well, they thought it was going to be the hard part. There was no hard part. With superpowers, it was basically easy to do anything. The superpowers they had was, whatever mood they were in, they could do a superpower that was matched to that mood. If someone was in shock, they would spray ice out of their eyes and freeze whatever they were looking at. If someone was in anger, they would shoot lasers out of their eyes. And if someone was in distress, around the world or anything, you could easily just fly to them, save them in a quick half a second, and fly to someone else who needed help. It was easy. They kept doing that for the rest of their lives, and you might think that's pretty boring, but they loved it. You could just save everyone in need, and, with the superpowers, if they're home, after working all day trying to save people, which wasn't tiring at all, since they never got tired. That was part of their superpowers. They could just, heat up a burrito instead of using the microwave with their laser vision. Or get ice-cold water by just freezing it. They had to be in the right mood, yes, but it was pretty easy to do that now that they had mastered the powers. That's it with the story, and that's how Lance and Alistair became famous for superpowers. Yes, everyone in the world knew. Some hated them for it. They never knew why, even though they saved a load of people. And the world loved them, basically. So, that's the end.
Hi, I would like to borrow a book on chemistry, please.
Row 3 on the left.
Thank you.
No problem.
Ouch!
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, really, it's my fault. Let me make it up to you.
You know what? Why not?
I'll buy you coffee.
Sure.
I'm Victoria, by the way.
Alicia, nice to meet you. So why do you go to the library?
I just go there to chill out and read.
That's cool. The librarian kind of scares me a little.
Me too. I thought I was the only one. Well, what was that?
I have no idea. It was probably just an earthquake.
That didn't sound like an earthquake to me.
Just keep driving.
I really think we should stop.
No. Everything is fine. Keep going.
But
Look, you volunteered to buy me coffee, so don't...
can we go? I really don't feel safe here right now.
You're right. We should go.
We should find out what's going on.
I think I already know.
So, any leads? None so far, sir. We've looked all over the place. Have you checked for fingerprints around the stand? Yes, sir. None. Have you questioned everyone? Yes, sir. And? Nothing, sir. Well, this case is a dead end, it seems. They better enjoy their piece of jewellery then. Yeah, haha. I find something strange that... Oh? The necklace you got when the jewellery was stolen matched with the stolen one, hmm? Are you saying I stole it? I would never... My phone! Officers, listen up. The jewellery thief was right under our noses. It was Deputy Banks. We've got you surrounded. Pull over. That jewelry is mine. You'll never take it away from me.
A zombie apocalypse is happening at Lee Town. I've got to run away from these zombies. We've got to get out of here before it gets worse. Tom ran to the government ministry where he worked. He thought he'd be safe there, but the zombies had other ideas. If all these zombies don't stop, all of Lee Town will be gone. It's not only the people the zombies are eating, but all the buildings as well. Just the moment he said that, the zombies took a massive bite into the bottom of the building. The building then crumbled to the ground. All the buildings and shops had either been closed down or crumbled to the ground. All right, I've had enough of this. I've lost my job as a government minister because the zombies ate the building and made it crash to the ground. They eat everything they see, literally. I'm moving to America to start a new life. Tom had just gotten the last spot on the plane to America. It was extremely busy. It didn't look like he was the only one with this idea. Finally, some time to sleep, considering I haven't slept for the whole week because of these zombies keeping me awake. All was fine until the end of the plane journey. What was that noise? What is that? The sound was coming from the roof of the plane. Tom peered out the window to see what was going on. And what did he see? A zombie! Tom shut his window cover right away, so that noise was zombies hitting the roof. How did they get up there? Tom ran as fast as he could to the front of the plane. Luckily, some of the plane staff were there. Tom told them what had happened. Unfortunately, the plane staff did not believe him. Okay, funny joke. Now back to your seat. Tom was so frustrated. Then, what's that? Tom pointed at the window where another zombie's face was. Run! The zombies started breaking the windows and climbing inside the plane. Tom and one of the other plane staff pushed the door of the plane open. There were 2 parachutes hanging beside each of them. They knew what they had to do. They had jumped out of the aeroplane. It was a very windy day to go skydiving, and they were getting blown all over the place.